Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday, February the 19th, 2020. It is currently 11:06 a.m. Central Time. And I know this may be hard to believe for those who actually attend Victory Baptist Church, but finally, after what seems like forever, we have an internet connection. We have Wi-Fi here at Victory Baptist Church, and this is the first ever live stream from Victory Baptist Church. Now, tonight we'll get the real test, because tonight we'll do a live streaming of our Wednesday evening service, but we have to determine if this is going to work. I'm looking at, now, for those who don't know where Victory Baptist Church is, let me start there. For those who have no idea where we are, we're in Ovalo, Texas. If you would like to get on Google Earth and look for Ovalo, Texas, you won't find much there. There's not much here. We're in the middle of nowhere. The joke has always been the only people who can find our church are, number one, people who've been placed in a witness protection program by the FBI. They would send them here because no one would ever find them here. Any criminals trying to find them to kill them, they're going to be completely safe because criminals could not even find this place. Or number two, they're out driving, they get completely lost, and they just end up in our parking lot. That's the only people who can find our church. People who have been placed under witness protection program by the FBI, or people who are out driving and they get lost and, well, They end up here. And then once they end up here, they can't leave because they don't know how to leave. They don't know how to get out of here. So even GPS won't work here. So because we're in the middle of nowhere, having an actual internet connection was something that was, well, it's never going to happen. But lo and behold, we now have the ability to have internet, and we do. But let's look at our internet speed. Okay, I'm curious to see. I bet you the internet speed is like pretty slow. Let me, I've got the speed test here. Let's check it. Speed test. We are moving at a whopping, oh, wow. Oh, no. It's dropping quickly. Okay. It's definitely not it looks like we're going to end up with around 20 Mbps. I think that's what we're going to end up with. Let me look here. 23.9 download for Mbps. Now our upload is horrible. I mean, our upload is bad. We're going to have an upload of 1.65 Mbps. So it's not the greatest. It's not super high speed or anything, but I hope that it's enough to accomplish what we want to accomplish. We want to accomplish a couple of things. Number one, the way I teach at Victory Baptist Church is I like to get the people engaged. I don't like passive listeners. So I have people look things up. I want them to look up a Greek word or a Hebrew word. Well, now everyone on their mobile devices can connect to the Wi-Fi and should be able to look those things up. I think that will add to what we try to do here. Number two, I need a place where I can go, where I don't have UPS delivery people ringing the doorbell. I don't have the United States Postal Service ringing the doorbell. I don't have FedEx ringing the doorbell. I don't have all the construction that is going on near my house happening, interrupting me all of those things interrupt me trying to do live recordings or even recordings. Just doing a recording, not even going live. Dogs in the house barking, people coming and going. That basically made recording and doing live broadcast almost impossible. And I had to look for times to accomplish it. I wanted a place where I could come, set this laptop down, grab this microphone, hit the big red go live button, and boom, talk about whatever I want to talk about. Just be able to record, or I say record, I mean doing a live stream, which will be recorded whenever I want, however long I want, without any concern of being interrupted. So that's really the real goal. It just reached a point where if I was going to be able to do this, I needed a place to go. And in fact, many years ago, I thought about trying to set up something here, but I prefer to go live than recording. And one of the reasons I prefer, and that's because I know what some of you may be thinking, well, you could have came out to the church and recorded, and I have, but Here's the difference between recording and going live. Because some people may, well, it just seems like overkill to have the internet. Well, I understand that, but try to listen to it from my perspective. When you record, when you're sitting in an empty room and you're recording, first, your subconscious, your mind knows that at any second, you can hit that stop button and delete and start over. All right. So this is what happens. As you're recording, you start thinking about what you just said, and that becomes your focus. So you say it like, welcome everyone, good morning, it is Wednesday, and then you'll stop and go, your mind will tell you didn't say that right. So then you'll stop, delete, start over, stop, delete, and start over. Because as you're talking, your brain is focused on what you just said. When you are live, no, things are different. Your mind is not focused on what you just said. Your mind is focused on what you are about to say because you're live. You can't just hit the stop button. Now, yes, most of the time there's not really that many people listening to a live broadcast, so technically I could, but there's this sense I'm live. There's no stopping. I need to move forward. And so that means when I hit the button, I speak, I hit the stop button, and I'm done. Now, I could go back and try to delete that live broadcast from all the different platforms. But at some point, it becomes so impractical that the live broadcast allows you to do it in one take and you're done. Where when you're recording in an empty room, you'll sit there and record, stop, delete, record, stop, delete. And at that point, it no longer becomes fun. It becomes just a mental drain on you. And you don't want that. I mean, if you're doing a podcast, you want it to be fun. You want it to be something that you desire to do, not something you're dreading to do. So being able to go live accomplishes that task. So that's what we're going to try to do. Now, if you don't know, I have worked over the last 2 weeks. I have spent a lot of time over the last 2 weeks ensuring that our podcast is available on every podcast platform I can think of. All right. If there is a podcast platform that you would like to listen to us on, we're probably already there. If we are not, please email me at newsif@yahoo.com. Let me know, and I will try my best to get our podcast on there for you. I know we have an increasing number of people listening to us on iHeartRadio. Again, it's always weird. We go through it's this really up and down cycle. Like there was a time there they were getting a lot of listens via YouTube, and then that went away. Just completely dropped off the cliff. Boom, nobody's listening to us on YouTube anymore. Okay? So that stopped, all right? Then all of a sudden, iHeartRadio started increasing. Okay, well, that's great. And I'll get the statistics of all the different sources people are listening to us from, and it's bizarre just to look at how the numbers go up and down. Just so that everyone knows, for those listening to us on iHeartRadio, for those listening to us on SoundCloud, Google Podcast, all the different platforms, make sure you understand this. If you want the ability to listen to us when we are live, if you just want that ability, then I would challenge you, take a few minutes, go to your app store of choice and look for the Spreaker app. That's Spreaker. Spreaker, not speaker, Spreaker, Spreaker. Download the app. Once you download the app, make sure you sign up. You'll have to put in your email. And then you can follow us. You'll do a search on Spreaker for Theology Central, for VBC, for the non-Catholic Catholic, for the VBC Bible Institute, for all of our podcasts. Find all of them. And whenever we go live, you can listen to us live via the Spreaker app. Actually, when we're live, you don't have to wait until it's posted. If you don't care to listen to us live, then at some point, as soon as I'm done being live, they typically show up on the podcasting platforms relatively quick. I think the longest I have seen for one, I think I basically put every podcasting platform app that I could find on my iPad, and I would wait till I got a notification. Some of them within 10 to 15 minutes. Some of them, I think the longest was around 45 minutes. Now on Spreaker, they're going to be available immediately. They're going to be, because that's our hosting site. But if you want to listen to us live, Spreaker, it really is the way to go. If you have any problem downloading the Spreaker app, just email me at newsif@yahoo.com. I'll definitely will help you find us and get that set up. And again, we want you to listen. We don't want your money. We want you to listen, and we want you to share the podcast with every person you know. Now, you can do this. If you listen to us on Google Podcast or Apple Podcast, you can go write give us a 5-star review and write something nice about us. That helps the podcast get noticed. That would be a big help. Any other podcasting platform that has a star rating system or a review, or you can write comments, that would be wonderful as well. Anything you can do to get the podcast out there. Now, we're going to have the ability to do a lot more recording. We're going to have the ability to do a lot more, to do a lot of different things. So if you have something you want me to cover, something you want me to discuss, something you want me to talk about, email me at newsif@yahoo.com, and we will do just that. All right, I think I'm going to go listen and see if this worked. I guess I could do this. I don't always like to do this on the live broadcast because it's kind of really distracting, and it usually doesn't work very well. But I'm going to pull up the Spreaker app. I'm going to go to Theology Central, and look, we're live on the air. We're live on the air from Victory Baptist Church, located in the middle of nowhere, also known as Ovalo, Texas. All right, here we go. Are we live?
Looking at the world from a theological perspective.
We get that.
This is the Theology Central podcast, making theology central.
That's what we try to do. We try to make theology central. Here we go. We're going to be.
Right. Here we go. Are we live?
Looking at the world from a theological perspective.
We get that.
This is the
All right. So there we are. I don't think we're really loud enough. I don't think we're loud enough. I mean, I'll to test the volume and see. I don't know where I've got the mic in I typically sit in the sound booth here at Victory Baptist Church, but I felt too restricted and constrained when I'm trying to record. So I'm sitting here for the Danzlers. I'm using your table. Okay, for those who don't know, in Victory Baptist Church, everyone in my church decided they needed a table. So we have, like, if you look in the pews, I'll have to take a picture and post this somewhere. Everyone brought in like these little, like almost like TV trays, tables, and they put that in their pew, because they wanted a table where they could take notes and have other books. So because this is definitely a church dedicated to study, not dedicated to listening. And however, one family, they went absolute crazy. Forget, they left the pews. They're not even sitting in the pew. They moved to the back of the church and put up these big tables, okay? And they sit at this table. They've got a library of books. They have all their books. Now, I personally, I don't care, because if people want a table so that they can take notes and they can listen and they can participate, I'm all for it. In fact, at one point, people wanted all the pews removed and just put tables. They just wanted tables, which would be an interesting concept, but we currently still have pews. But yes. Yeah, so I'm sitting at the Danzler's table. I've taken it over. I have the laptop. I have the microphone propped up on a Bible dictionary, and here we are. So we're gonna see how this all works. I'm gonna go see how this sounds. I'm excited for the possibility that now I can come out here anytime, at any time, day, night, morning. Put that laptop down, hit go live, and boom, do all the broadcasts that I want. I am definitely excited for that, because it's so, you don't understand, like, you'll be like, okay, I'm going to record now. Okay, I'm going to record at my house, and then I'll hit the go live button, or even if I just record, and then I'm like, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, I'm talking, all right, this is going well, and then all of a sudden, boom, someone knocks on the door, something happens, dogs start barking, and then everything is ruined. And I know what some of you are saying. All you have to do, man, is just stop, go do what you're doing, come back, pick up the recording, and then put your audio in an editing program and then edit it. I hate doing that. It destroys the flow. I hate that. I want the natural flow of speaking. I don't want it. Hey, you said this, you stopped for 15 minutes, you came back. Now let's put this together. Your voice is not going to sound. It's no. Can't do that. Can't. Will not. Not going to happen. So, all right, I'm going to stop. This is the official first live broadcast from Victory Baptist Church. Yes, our church. Look, I'm even getting notifications about podcasts that are being on my podcast apps. I'm getting notifications. So not for us because this hasn't been posted yet, but from other podcasts. I guess finally Victory Baptist Church has entered the year 2020, and so now with technology comes the ability to try to do things, hopefully, that will be beneficial and helpful. And hopefully we will use this technology in a beneficial and helpful way. Hopefully we can accomplish something good. We will see. We will see what we can accomplish. Put it this way. If you don't try, you can't achieve. I mean, it's that simple. You have to try. So we're going to get in there. I'm going to try to produce things that are beneficial, challenging, and hopefully it will be helpful. And one of the positive things is when people miss church, now they'll have the ability, hopefully, to listen to us when we are live. But one of the best things about it is now when if the live streaming works, when I preach, like tonight, 7 p.m. Central Time, we'll go live. We'll do an hour of teaching, and the second I hit the stop button when the service is over, immediately that sermon will be available for download and on-demand streaming on every podcast platform. Well, it'll be on Spreaker immediately, and we'll show up on the others within, 10, 20, 30. Like I said, one I think took 45 minutes. But they will be there. So people having the Spreaker app, they can listen to us live, and immediately will be uploaded. In other words, in the past, what I had to do is take whatever I was recording on, whether I was recording on a computer, I'd have to place a thumb drive in, take the thumb drive, transfer the file to the thumb drive, take the thumb drive to my house, place that into a computer, then upload that to wherever we were posting our sermons. Or now we were recording directly into an iPad, take the iPad home, then connect to the internet, upload that. Or on the laptop, whatever. It was all these steps to get the sermon uploaded. And if I got home and I wanted to eat or do something else, then it could be an hour or two, delay in getting it uploaded. Sometimes it'd be days. So now the sermons will be available, if the live streaming works, immediately. And if that's the case, well, I think we're on to something. And when people miss church, they can actually listen to us when we are live. So that is the goal. We will see. And, you can welcome us to 2020, okay? For the rest of you who live in big cities, you're like, really? It's 2020 and you just now got the internet. Hey, don't be judgmental, okay? Don't be so arrogant, you big city people with all your fancy technology and your internet. Us out here in the middle of nowhere, you got to give us some time, all right? We've been roughing it. We've been suffering. We've been cut off from civilization, okay? I just found out 3 seconds ago that Donald Trump's the president. How did that happen? No, I have internet at home. I'm joking. Okay. I'm not that. In my house, we have internet. Okay. But out here in the church, now people around here, they may not even know. They may not even know that there's a coronavirus going around. They may not know who the president is. They may not have a clue what's going on in the world because they may be so isolated they don't know. All right. They may probably don't even know that we faked the moon landing. That was a joke that was poorly delivered. Okay. The conspiracy theory that we faked the moon landing. Okay, you get it. Okay, never mind. They probably haven't seen all those cat videos, right? Because that's what people use the internet for. Okay. All right, I'll stop right there. I'll be back hopefully shortly with another live broadcast, and we'll jump into something. We've got some things to cover. We got some things to talk about, and we'll do that here in just a few minutes. All right, thank you for listening to the first live stream from Victory Baptist Church. You can email me at newsif@yahoo.com, newsif@yahoo.com. Let me know how this sounded. Any thoughts, feedback, constructive criticism? Constructive? Okay. Just don't attack and be mean because I'm a sensitive person. All right. Everyone have a great day. God bless.